Everybody, welcome to week 10 of the lockdown. Been eased up a little bit here now, so we've been able to go out and visit one or two people with social distancing, so that's been quite nice. I'm just getting ready for the next glaze firing. I've just finished the glazing. I'm just going to do a little video now of the last bit of glazing before we start packing the kiln. So here it is. Right, this is the Nuka glaze. I've mixed it yesterday and I've let it settle. I'm just pouring off the top layer of water. The reason I'm doing this is because I want it as thick as I possibly can get it. So it goes thickly onto the pots. Excuse me. What I have done with this glaze is I've put a little bit of bentonite in it. It's a clay. Just move you up a little bit. Excuse me. It's a clay that suspends particles. It attaches itself to all the small particles of other clay, and you have to mix it in with the dry powder, because if you put it in onto a wet surface, it just goes gloopy and horrible, and you can't mix it. So 4% bentonite will not affect a glaze, and it'll suspend it and stop it from being solid like concrete in the bottom of the bowl, and it thickens it up a little bit. So that's what I've done that for. I'm just going to show you these here now. I'll just show you these now. These are the chalices that I've based on the old the eager vase ears. They've got a orange chino on the inside, and there'll be a green runny glaze on the outside. So they're all done. I'm not moving them about too much because there's not much holding the ash onto the pots. So they're all done, and I'm just about to glaze these pieces here, and I'm just going to show you what I do with those. Okay, this has got the slip on, and it's got the blue, cobalt blue wash on it. It's just a question of pouring the really thick glaze on it and dipping it, and it more or less just sits in the glaze. It's that thick. And then what I'm going to do is just pour a little bit extra for thickness on it at the top, because it's a very porous body. It's pinholing, which is quite nice, because then you get a little tiny bit of crawling and running from it. That's that one done. These are going to be fired a little bit lower down in the kiln, because last time they got a bit hot and it split away from the rim. This glaze is fantastic at holding itself in place until it gets just past that point of no return, and then it starts to run quite badly. So you have to gauge the temperature of it quite well. You can't really fire it with chinos, because chinos need a long soak. And this, when you get to temperature and cone 10's over, you need to turn it off. So I was trying to soak the chinos and the ash glazes last time, and I think these last lot of pots came out the worst for wear. So I'm going to fire them a little bit lower down, so they only go to sort of cone 9, 9.5, but with the soak it'll be like a cone 10. So you can vary the effects of the kiln firing. This is why I like reduction firing. You can vary the effects of the firing itself by actually manipulating the firing, and it's an additional effect on the pot, whereas in the electric kiln, once you put the stuff in and press the button, that's it, it's done. You've done all you can to it. But with me, with a glaze firing in a reduction kiln, you can sort of almost manipulate the glazes in real time, which is really interesting. So yeah, a lot of mistakes made along the way. It's never perfect, but you know, if everything were perfect and easily done, it wouldn't be any fun, would it? Right, this is one of the slip pieces. I've done some under this. It's called Snow White glaze. I've got from a friend, and that's got zirconium in it, and I think it's an opacifier. It makes it really white. So I'll put some over this and see what happens. But this is going to have the nuclear over it. It's got a blue spiral. I'm hoping it'll show through. So I'll just do one of these. Yeah, I like testing things out and trying things out. I'm not going to dip this in for as long. Just going to give it a quick dip of this thick glaze. I don't want it on too thick. I want it to show through really nicely. So that's that one done. Be interested to see what happens with that. And that's it. Nearly done, and then it's back in the kiln in a couple of days. Right, so that's the highlight of what we've been doing this week, or what I've been doing this week, I should say. There's been a lot of bike riding. The weather's been fantastic, so I've been out and about a little bit more, taking it easy. Now we can get out a bit more, and I've been out to see my mum. Social distancing in the garden, as we're allowed to now, which is really good. I'm going down again tomorrow, Wednesday. That's why I'm filming this today. Getting done. So yeah, that's been pretty good so far. I've got a new glaze that I'm trying out. It's a pure white. If you can see it in the light, it's absolutely pure. But I've got as I do, I've put stuff underneath it to see if it shows through. So be interested to see how they can come out. So keep checking the Etsy site if you wouldn't mind. It's really appreciative of everyone checking it out. And the next video will be the kiln opening. So see you in a few days.